Hello, my name is Avon Killian, producer for The Magic Molecule. I wanted to take you to the place it all started about a year ago, my friend Judah's house right behind me. We're sitting on her front porch, a group of us, having dinner, good conversation, good friends, and of course, good wine. When my friend Judith mentioned that we might want to stop and see the Artesian well on our way out of town. My wife became very enthusiastic about seeing the well. I, on the other hand, was skeptical. I'm going, what's the big deal? It's a pipe with water coming out of the ground. Being a good husband, of course, I acquiesced to the wife. We stopped on our way out of town. It was a stop that changed my life.
She's tasteless, odorless, with a slightly blue hue. Invisible as vapor, solid as ice too. She's transparent, aquatic plants live in her. She's not linear, people that drink her might get skinnier. She's a polar molecule with a negative charge. We've even found traces of her up on the planet Mars. She forms intermolecular bonds, 4 to be exact. You know you wanna react, whack, she'll never be that. Capillary forces give rise to strong mention. Attractive forces and some high surface tension. She's a good solvent, major component in cells, low electrical connectivity, but still rings my bell. Do you know water? Do you know her? H2O, 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 H2O. Do you know water?
As the Earth is dependent on the Sun, humans rely on the universe's perfect molecule, water. As the Earth circles around the Sun, our lives revolve around water. Water is part of our every reality, and without it, well, let's just say life would look a lot more different. From the moment we rise, we use water. Water is part of our every reality. Heck, even plants need water. But what happens in the absence of water?
It was over the summer, the pipes broke into the house, and we didn't have any use of water because when you don't have pipes, it's just water filling up under the house. So it was like, it was hard, we couldn't go to the bathroom here, we couldn't shower here, we couldn't do dishes, we had to do them in a bucket. It was hard to even want to sleep here when you know that when you get up in the morning, you have to immediately go somewhere to shower, or use the bathroom, or do anything like that. And we had to do dishes in a bucket, and it made it like super difficult to want to even eat.
If Cities Rated Almanac included the category Most Compassionate American City, would you want to live there? Of course you would. But think about the facts on the ground. Let's look at a few ways to measure a city's compassion. Our starting point will be how they treat their poorest, those without jobs, a place to live, any money, and no running water. All of us will agree that water is the Earth's most precious commodity. Put simply, without water, life ceases to exist. The Artesian well, located between 4th Avenue E and Jefferson Street, is at 415 4th Avenue E. It is reported the well was constructed between 1895 and 1915 on the former railroad station site. The well is 1.8 inches in diameter and flows approximately 10 gallons per minute. In February 2010, an agreement for operating and testing of the Artesian well was reached between the City of Olympia, Thurston Public Utility District, and Diamond Parking. Thurston PUD managed the water system by collecting and testing water samples. Without safe drinking water, life on Earth and life in our universe ceases to exist. Water is essential to all life. Many people still lack access to safe water.
I like to think of the Artesian well as the water hole of the Serengeti. Everybody goes there to get water. People who live in houses like myself, people who work downtown with water bottles to get them through the day, and many of the homeless community who really don't have any other place to get water.
People on the streets, they have nowhere to go, nowhere to go. They live in the woods, and they come here to get water. And I see people that struggle, and they find this water, and I found it too. It's beautiful. You'll see if you sit down, and as you can see, the people that come around, they have nowhere to go, no water, nothing.
Alright, so this is the Artesian well. I know it comes down from the mountains. It goes underground, and it gets filtered through sand and rocks, and it goes down to an aquifer underground. And basically they drilled a hole down, and it pumps like 10 gallons a minute.
Just about a year ago, this didn't exist really.
This actually, it just used to be a grate, and then somebody broke this, and it was a plastic pipe for a while too, which was frustrating.
It's a pipe in the ground and a couple of cinder blocks, and it was really ugly kind of looking, but you know, it's constantly used. It's always been a loved part of our community.
When I'm out walking about and enjoying downtown Olympia, I always stop at the Artesian well.
Very good, very cold.
Some people think that, oh, it could have some salt or something else that's coming into it, but this has been tested and it's clean.
The City Council and Public Works Department really decided to invest in this space and turn it into what you see here. So we have community bulletin board, you know, it's easier to access the well, places for people to sit their buckets on, hanging flower baskets. It's really made a big impact, positive impact in the community.
I love it. I was watching them do it. I actually put in a couple of pieces.
You put in a couple pieces?
Yeah, a couple.
Are you an artist, Ricky?
Oh yeah, every once in a while. I wasn't here for very long. I was watching the kids do it and everything. I thought it was cute. I was like, hey, can I put a couple pieces?
This place was just all cement and gray, you know, sort of forgettable, just a place where you only go and get your water, to now it's a gathering space where people are constantly playing music here, you know, bringing their kids here, you're still getting their water. We have craft fairs in here. So it's just amazing to see the amount of, you know, the amount of effort and love that people are willing to put into this space.
This well's the second purest water in the world. The first is on Mount Kilimanjaro. And this is the second purest water in this world. Artesian.
You know, it's something that's really important to us just because it's a community gathering for all of us. It's a place, you know, where we all have this sense to come together and be heard.
The street kids down here hang out down here, so it kind of keeps them out of trouble. We kick it down here and just hang out. And so it's a place where we can come. It's open so everyone can see what we're doing, so they know we're not doing anything bad. And so we can hang out and just kick it here and just have fun.
You know, everyone drinks water, so, you know, it's, in some ways it's, you know, it kind of draws us all together, but I feel that sometimes people that hang out down here that, and I've been on the street and done all kinds of stuff, so, you know, I pretty much try not to judge people, but I think people sometimes feel threatened down here if they come down here with their kids. I know, like my wife does sometimes, people are hanging out, but I think that's part of the hurdle that you have to, you know, experience each other, and, you know, the more that you know, start to work outside your circle and meet people, I think the better it is.
There is friction at the Artesian well. There are people who feel that this is a public facility. It should only be for their idea of the public, which I guess is, property owners who pay taxes. But truly, it's one of the most accessible, egalitarian public facilities that we have, because water truly is the life force that we need to survive.
I think that in a lot of ways the story of the well is really linked to the story of downtown as a whole.
And they come to here, or they go over there. People get hurt and beat down here. Not for water. I don't know why they beat each other up. Probably stupidity, but other than that, the water is more pure than anything. I'm not the only one. There's people that come out here that have homes. They fill up their jugs, they fill them up, and they fill the trucks up, because you know why? They don't want to pay for the water, because it's pure water, and it's healthy, and then it's pure love. And if they don't believe it, come and try the water. We're all homeless people. I go to the college and clean up every day. Some of these cats don't know how to do it. I go to the mission, they help us so much, thank God.
I live in a house, I can turn my tap and fill up a water bottle. For people who are homeless, that really is their kitchen, their bathroom, that is where they get their fresh drinking water. So the Artesian really is a place where everybody comes together from all walks of life.
There's a lot of people that complain about homelessness and crime and drugs downtown, and for a good reason, because it's there. But what's not there is the other activities, people doing other things. I think if you go to any downtown in any city of any significant size, you'll see all of the same stuff. A lot of people were sort of afraid to be here. A lot of people still used it, but the space definitely needed some reprogramming, and that's what we're trying to do all over downtown.
We wanted to talk a little bit about what a downtown ambassador is. Basically what we do is we provide customer service to people who come in the downtown area. We want to provide a safe and welcoming environment for everyone who's here. So we provide help with parking issues, directions to events, and we even do social services referrals.
Being on the streets and just having a presence and showing people that we care about this city and that we want the city to be a welcoming place for all people is really important. There's a lot of people that don't want to come downtown because they're worried about something that that they perceive about downtown, but the basic just cleaning of it, I think, shows people that we're out here, we care, we can create a welcoming environment for all people for downtown.
Big-time compassionate cities put their money where their mouths are. They fund local services for the homeless. They make sure 100% of their citizens, including their homeless, have access to free drinkable water 24 hours a day. My nominee for most compassionate American city is the state of Washington's capital, Olympia. Olympia citizens are so compassionate, they even secure a grant to employ several street ambassadors who comb local downtown city streets to ensure safe civil conditions are maintained. Olympia, Washington, most compassionate city in America.